So this is Pure 24/7 Radio, and we're back for today's breakfast bite. This morning, I am joined by Cara Macdonald. Hi, Cara. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Nathan. Yep, I'm feeling good today. How are you?
I'm very well. It's doing pretty well. It's been a good week so far. How are you doing up there in Scotland?
Yeah, not too bad there. The weather is kind of slightly picking up after all the storms.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to be edging towards the end of the week.
Yes, and we are approaching the end of January, of course.
Yeah, I know it doesn't it feel like it's been such a long month. It certainly does feel like that for me. But yeah, there's always that little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. You find the kind of evenings are just ever so slightly getting a little bit lighter. And yeah, there's just that shops are kind of starting to fill with spring type things. Yeah, so there's just I think once you get to February, you start to feel that little bit of hope and just a little bit of yeah, crawling out of the darkness.
Absolutely, yes. And we are approaching, I guess, spring soon. I'm noticing it's getting lighter and lighter in the mornings, and as you say, lighter and lighter in the evenings, which is nice. But we are here for today's breakfast bite, and I'm very excited to hear what you've got to bring us today.
Lovely. Yeah, I'm happy to share with you this morning. I've just been thinking a little bit about moments in our life and just how God is in the big ones and He's also in the little ones. So I'm just going to be into how we find God in the everyday.
Awesome. Well, that sounds fantastic. What have you got for us
No
then?
problem. So I'm going to start with a question. It's a question that's been asked to me a couple of times in my life. And that question is, do you have somebody with you? And it's a question that I've been asked twice in my life. And in the moments that have followed that question, I've been given news that's really changed my world. It's turned it upside down and it's made sure that life will be forever different. And I was just reflecting on these moments this week and I thought about how some moments really do bring about forever change. Things like, I do. Congratulations, it's a boy. I'm sorry for your loss. Your offer's been accepted. It's over. All these big life changing moments, ones with impact, ones that we'll never forget. But mostly we make our way through life via more mundane moments, those everyday occurrences that keep us just ticking along. They're neither up nor down. And our lives are made up of these little occurrences. They don't really permeate our conscience, but they keep us meandering along. Things like train journeys, your morning coffee, school runs, morning nods to those people we see every day, and just people and places that we go, our daily interactions, things that just equate to living without any great fanfare. I think how we spend these unremarkable everyday moments equips us for the life changing ones. Every non-eventful minute, hour, day, week that passes matters because God is in every single one of them. He lives them with us and he ensures that we never go into anything alone. He goes first and then he gently takes us by the hand into the humdrum and also into the earth shattering. And every single one of these moments should matter to us, not just the big ones, because they matter to God. And meditating on this is both, I think, a challenge and it's also a comfort. It's a challenge because as Christians, how we spend each moment matters. Each moment we live, whether it's pedestrian or monumental, should be lived in service of the King who's always with us. Are we drifting along in our existence or are we leaning into God's promise and living fully and intentionally for Him? So I think it's important just today to honour God, let's honour Him in the small things and not only see His face when we have big things happen in our life. What a comfort it is just to know that we are never alone. What does today hold? Well, hopefully for me, not much. Hopefully there's not too much excitement or drama. But right now, I resolve to ask God just to remind me that whatever today holds, that He is in it. Whatever I do is in service to Him. Wherever I go, I'm in His presence. And I just want to look at Corinthians 2:12, verse 9. And it tells us that my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness. Do I have somebody with me? Well, for me, I always have somebody with you. And yeah, I would just encourage you to remember that you are never alone. Somebody, the most important somebody, goes with you wherever you go. I hope you'll have a great day.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Cara. You're absolutely right, of course. God is always with us. And no matter how alone we might feel, no matter how blue and lonely, despite what's going on around us, God is always there, which is, like you say, a real comfort.
an absolute comfort to us. And yeah, just seeking God in just all the little things, because He is right there beside us, just in those little everyday kind of moments. But just remembering that really helps us in the big moments.
Absolutely. Sometimes I guess we sometimes assume that God's only there when there's big, intense things happening. But the reality is He cares about
Absolutely.
every little detail of our
He
lives.
does.
Yeah.
And how incredible that there is this God, the master of creation, the incredible earth that He's created, and yet He's interested in every single one of us. He is interested in the minute details of our life, and that just never ceases to amaze me. So I always just, I think it's always just good to have these little reminders.
Absolutely. We do need reminding because it's so easy to forget with the humdrum of life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Cara. Great to hear from you again. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Great to speak to you. Thank you.
Did you know Pure 24/7 Radio has a shop? Well, we do. You can buy merchandise while supporting the work that we do here. Simply head over to www.pure247radio.org/shop. That's www.pure247radio.org/shop.